So when you finish and you're done and you've got all your labels and everything's ready to go, and you've got your title block open, if your title block is open and the file or the project that you are on is also open, okay, you can simply just hit load into project from your ribbon.
Okay.
Okay, it'll send it right into your project. Now you may get this error message, hey, whatever you loaded, you can't see it here. Well, yeah, no, because this is a view where my floor plan is. You're not going to see your title block there, but it did load it, okay? So that's what we want. We want to load it. So hit that button, and it's going to take you back to here, okay? You just load it to project, and it'll bring you back here, okay? Did we get it?
Yeah.
All right. So now, this is the last part of today's lesson. How to create and populate sheets, okay? How to create and populate sheets. So here, from your project browser, I like to do it from the project browser, okay? You can do it from here, or you can do it from view, right here, sheet, new sheet, okay? From the view button, you can go to new. I like to work from the project browser. From the project browser, you just scroll down and you look for sheets. You're gonna right click over it, and you're gonna say new, create a new sheet. Okay? And then you should have two options. The one you loaded and the default one that's there. But the default one that's there is an E size. It's a lot bigger. So we're going to use our D size title block sheet and hit OK. And now I've created my first sheet. Look back to your project browser. Here on sheets, there's a plus next to it. If you open it, make it a minus, you'll see the first sheet there. Okay? Now here, look. I'm going to right click over it and I'm going to go to rename. Let's say this is going to be my title page. T 1.0. What's the name? Title page. Hit OK. What it does, as soon as you rename it, it updates your, look, by itself, just by renaming it. It already had updated this. There's no need for you to update it. There's no errors. If you name them correctly, you're not going to have errors. You're going to have everything done properly. Okay? So it automatically changes its number as soon as you rename it. So to make another sheet, right click over it, new sheet. Hit OK. And there. Now notice that what it did on the name, it remembered the previous name. So now it did T 1.1. But maybe here's going to go your foundation plan or site plan. So you rename it. Delete. Architectural site 1.0. Whatever the naming is. Whatever naming convention you're going to use. Site plan. Okay? Right click over it, create a new sheet, make another one. Hit OK. Rename it.
Not this one. Not
Oh, yes, that one. S 1.0. Maybe this is going to be my foundation plan. I don't know. Okay, so that's how you create sheets, guys. AS site plan, that's what I used. New sheet. Okay, so we are experts now at creating sheets. Rename and renaming them. A 1.0 floor plan. Okay, one more, and then I'm going to go to the next step. New sheet. Okay. Rename this one. 2.0. Exterior elevations. Elevations. Yeah. It okay? There you go. So if we look here on the sheets, they're all right there. And what I wanted to show you, the reason I made a few, is that it's going to put them not in the order that we're used to for printing. It's going to put them in alphabetical order. Okay? Which, I mean, it's not a big thing. It's once you print them out, you put them in the right order. But yeah, that's one of the issues that a lot of firms say, oh, why can't I have this in this order? Well, it's alphabetically set. Unless you add a number before the letters and then organize them that way, that's the only way you're going to be able to do it. To organize them the way you want. Adding a number at the beginning, like a 1, and then a 2, and then a 3. So you'd have 1, T 1.0, 2, S 1.0. So you can put them in that order if you're that used to that. But the problem is that it's tied in, so on your sheet, it'll print 1, T 1. So you got to balance one with the other. Okay? For me, I've used it 10 years. I'm used to it. It doesn't bother me what order they're in. Okay? Now, let's say you find an error like this. Look at what's happening with mine. I didn't stretch the box long enough, and it's wrapping on me. And I find an error on my title block. You can easily go and correct a problem by double clicking on the title block itself. It opens the family for you. So now I'm going to say, well, this box is too short. Let's make it longer so it doesn't wrap on me automatically. Load it back in, and then override existing. And there you go, see? But you have to go up to the original, stretch it, and then bring it back in and override it. Okay? So that's how you create sheets. Now, the very last thing I'm going to show you is how to populate the sheet. Okay? So how to put my floor plan on my floor plan sheet. Okay? So pay attention. So I'm going to close the foundation. I'm going to close that title page. I'm going to close the site plan. I'm going to close this east, north, south, and the floor plan. Remember, every once in a while, close all those tabs because it slows down your computer. And I could have very easily just pressed this icon up here. I forgot. But remember I showed you can close all of them except the one you're on by pressing that.
So we're just keeping floor plan right now.
I close floor plan too, personally. All right. So to populate your sheets, to get it ready to print, this is what you do. Okay, here's your sheet, right? This is where my floor plan goes, right? Click, drag, don't let go, click, drag, drop. There we go. Now, notice what happened. These markers are very far away from my building. So my screen or my view is long. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete it off the page. I'm going to take it off. Okay? Take it off the page. If you dropped it in, like me, drop it. Delete it. Let's go back to floor plan level. Let's go here. Look. What we're going to do is we're going to bring these in. Now, the way you want to bring them in is using the move button. Select this and use the move button. And you want to make sure you move it directly, straight. Okay? Because if you just move it, because you can do this, look. Oh, shoot. You can do this and drag it in, okay? The problem is, if you already detailed your elevation out and have your notes, when you moved it, it's moving your view and those notes are moving all over the place. So you bring it in straight using the move command, your notes and everything will be aligned. Okay, I learned that the hard way. Okay, so I did undo because I don't want to have to adjust my notes and my details, and I'm just gonna bring it in closer. Bring this one in closer. And bring the last one in closer.
As close as possible.
And the least that it takes up, the better, because you'll have more room for other things in your plan view or in your sheet. All right. So once you move them all in, go back to your sheet. Click, drag, and drop. And now look, my viewport is smaller. Okay. It automatically adds a drawing title. Now, can I have your attention up here, please, real quick? This is important because you'll need to know. Okay, so notice it puts a drawing title by itself, or automatically. It has a line. This line has dynamic features. You can shrink it. Okay, to shrink the line, you click the viewport and you shrink the line. Okay. Now, if you want to move where this is, you want to move it somewhere else, you have to click on the symbol by itself, okay? And then move it. If you click and do this and you try to move it, see if it lets us move it,
You move everything.
you move everything, okay? If you want to move just the symbol, click the symbol by itself, and now I can move the symbol by itself. If you want to shrink the line though, you click the viewport and you shrink the line. Okay, so that's important. You need to know those two things.
Okay.
All right? Any questions? Comments?
What is the scale on the scale on it?
The scale on it is 1/4.
That's the scale it's used inserting.
Yeah. And as soon as I inserted the drawing, look at the scale down here. I didn't have to type it. It automatically matches the scale of your drawing or your whatever you're printing. The problem is when you have two, it'll change it to NTS, not to scale or no. Now it says something. I forget what it says. As indicated.
As indicated.
Because I kept seeing people
Yes.
circle that on the title blocks.
As indicated.
Elevations? Oh, that's fine. Look, you want to see elevations? Here's our exterior elevation sheet. There's south, north. Oh, sorry, wrong click. North. There we go. East. Oh, they might all fit in one sheet. Look at that. West. Oh, that was his fault. What happened? What happened? Oh, Mr. Reyes forgot to. He did not update that one. It doesn't have
1/8.
details. And look, 1/8.
1/8.
You can always change the scale here. Ah, this was on purpose. Look.
He's here to teach you.
Yes, sir. 1/4. There we go. Eh? How difficult was
Look
that?
at the title block now.
Oh, yeah. Look at the title block now.
I still this one.
Now they're the same. Earlier, Control Z. Control Z. There. Now, look. That's indicated. Because
Oh, because when you change it,
there's
they're all the
different
same
scales.
scale.
Yeah, when I went forward, they were all the same. All right?
So any minor difference, it'll do that.
Yeah, it'll automatically tell you it's as indicated because these are different scales in here. All right, guys. Yeah.